If you are planning on moving to Las Vegas, if you are planning to purchase a property in Las Vegas, you need to hear this, an economic update about city where you are planning in, about place you are investing your hard-earned money. So make sure, stay tuned and watch to the end. Economic update. Challenges and opportunities in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're going to compare the local economy versus the national economy. So we all know that there is a difference. There are national economy and national statistics. Yet locally, those local economic pockets are performing differently. Okay, and that is what you're looking at today, specific local economic pockets here in Las Vegas. In Southern Nevada economy snapshot right now, and this is what we are going to review. The population here in as of 2022 was 2,338,000 people. Compared to prior year, it was 2,320,000 people. So we currently have the almost 1% growth annually. It's been a tricky year though, so that number you would want to keep an eye on, but there is more information that you need to know. Employment rate is 6.3% up. That is a very important number. That means economy is growing. That means people are still moving in. Unemployment rate, as you can see, it's 0.1. That means we do not have more unemployment. Actually, it's quite the other way. We actually have very high employment rate. Other numbers that you need to know. Visitor volume. Number one, you are investing in a city whose primary business is tourism. So in January 23, we had 39.6 million tourists. So you have a city with a 40 million tourists. That is a wealth of opportunities for the investors, and it's a great place for the real estate markets. And we can see that annual growth for visitor volume was 18.6%. That is huge. That means it's a great trend that we're going through. That is 6.2 million more people, and these numbers are going to be even higher by the time we're going to have an update in January 2024. LAS airport passengers, we have increased again 39.5% passengers that are traveling through airport system. This is also very important numbers to know. Let's look at population growth by state. As you can see right now, Nevada is number 2 nationally. So we have 2% growth by state. You can look at the map. The cities, the states with dark blue have the most population growth, and the only place that is beating us is Idaho. They're number 1. Number 3 would be Arizona. Number 3 is Utah. Now, let's look at population growth by state 2021 versus 2022. We are number 13. Let's look at Clark County population in 22 was 2.3 million. So we keep growing, and you can see a very good growing trend right on your screen. Now, population growth with the driver license surrenders. That is basically telling you how many people are coming in and out of the state. So when they're surrendering their driver license, they are leaving the state, and you can see how these numbers, they fluctuate. But right now we can see as of 2022 we had 71,527 people left this city. Yet right now 8.2 new residents moving in every 1 hour of every day. That is a great news for you as a home buyer, for you as an investor, and for you as a businessman if you are trying to relocate here. Now, driver license surrenders, that shows you where the people are coming into Las Vegas. Number one, 38.3% is from California, and number two is from Florida, 5.1%. Number three is Texas, 4.8%. What's interesting is Arizona, we have 4.3%. That is, people are moving in. But think about how many people are not actually changing their driver license. A lot, but it kind of shows you the majority of the people where they're coming from. That 8.2 people that are moving in a city every hour of every day, where they're coming from, that is where they're coming from. And we can see that tendency of Californians moving here by driver license surrenders, and we can see the trend is definitely was up in 2022. It kind of slowed down, and right now it's returning. Employment growth, this is a very important marker. We are number one state with the employment growth. Take a look at us, 1.1 million in 2023. And over here, Las Vegas, year-over-year employment rate, we saw right now the 6.3% increase compared to 2020, when there was no employment due to COVID. So that numbers, we are not going to take it seriously, because it was not the usual metric, right? But right now we have a huge growth of employment, 6.3, and you can see Las Vegas is the leading city. It's the largest growth compared to 30 biggest cities in the United States. Employment net growth by the sector, and we can see that in the past 12 months, 25,300 people were from leisure and hospitality industries, which is our entertainment city, right? We have 40 million visitors, and you can see that is why we will need these employees and people. Professional and business services to serve those leisures and hospitalities is 12,100. Construction is 8,000. Education and health services 6,700, and government is 61. So when you are relocating to Las Vegas and you can check one of those sectors, that's how you know, will I be able to find a job once I'm relocated here in Las Vegas? And the answer is right in front of you. Yes, you will be. Employment percent growth by this sector. This is, again, you can check your employment history, your profession, and see what is the percentage of growth. Is there an opportunity for me? And obviously by these numbers you can see that yes, there is still opportunity. Number of establishments just in Clark County, which is a great place, 61,426, and we can see the uptick and continuous growth in this sector, which is great. Now, interesting, businesses leaving California. Why company headquarters are leaving California in unprecedented numbers? Business environment in California that ranks near the bottom of all U.S. states in many dimensions, including taxes, regulations, litigation costs, labor costs, energy and utility costs, and employee cost of living. And because of that, top destination city is Las Vegas, and we can see that number 2 would be New York, number 3 is Reno, number 4 is Phoenix. Best states for new corporate investment among Western states based on tax and business climate. Well, Nevada, number 1, yet again, 25% growth we can see in this sector, opening new corporations. Cost of living. We can see that San Francisco and Los Angeles have their housing index, meaning they're more expensive, and we can see Las Vegas is on the bottom of this housing index, which means it's not going to be as expensive. All right, let's continue. So we have seen so far Las Vegas economically is a great place for businesses, for investments, and let me continue that topic and share more data with you regarding that. Okay, so 10 years ago, we had taxable retail sales per person was 16,000. Right now, that number was raised to 27,000, which is a great news. It is important to know the numbers of the city you are planning to move into, where you're planning to invest, where you are actually buying the property. So when we look at the resale home prices, it is important to note that the growth is a number one factor that you do want to look at, and this is the number one factor that is important for you as the home buyer. So let's take a look at that. We can see consistent growth in the past 10 years. That shows you that the real estate is the hedge against inflation. It's the best investment that you can have, the most stable and secure and the safest against inflation. Yes, there is a little gap in 21-22 due to COVID. Yes, it was to be expected. And make sure look at the prices on the left and look at the prices on the right for the condo and townhomes as well. Now, this is the Las Vegas map that shows you development by decade. You can see the dark areas were developed in 1960s and earlier, and then the gray area were 2020 and later. And you can see the brown were developed in 2000, dark brown in 2010, 2020 and later. And look how much this city grew. According to this chart, you can see that since 1960 to 2000, most of these central areas were developing. But look how much brown and gray on the outside. It shows you that city is breathing and living being. It keeps expanding and growing. It is not a little baby anymore. So that tells us that place that you are investing your money in is actually going through great growth. Now, let's look at the tourism industry. Gaming revenue in 23, we had 13 billion. That is a great market. That means city is making money, so should you. City is making money, so means there is an employment, right? That means there are clients. Means there's growth. That growth needs services, right? And so people are moving in here, and Clark County is the number one county, the fastest growing county in the United States. The average daily room rate is $174, and you can see, and LA's passenger count, Las Vegas airport passenger count in 2023 was 54 million. And remember, tourists were 39.5 million out of that. So that shows you that there is great interest. And if you look in this 10-year graph, again, there is a glitch due to COVID, 19 through 21. But if we look at this trend, the city keeps growing, the tourism industry is growing, it's strong, and that is why there are $30 billion invested in this city. You will see that later. So right now we have 600 plus events scheduled in 2023. What does it tell you? I'll tell you. What does it mean for you? What does it mean for you as the buyer? Well, for you as a buyer, number one, investment opportunity. That means if you have 600,000 events scheduled, what would be the number one interest for the people when they're coming for the events? They all need a place to stay. That's what? Condo hotels. That means if you are investing in condo hotels, right, and you're renting out condo hotels, you could either use Airbnb, you can do it yourself. That means you are going to be busy, you are going to be in business. Because if you're purchasing a condo hotel here in Las Vegas, you want to have tourists, you want to have your condo available for rent. Well, guess what? 600 plus events will make sure that you're doing it. So if you have questions about that, feel free to give me a call. I can give you more details, of course, in person. Let's get back, right? And this is just a small segment of what is going on. Look at the screen. We have constant appearances in the nightclub. We have sports and entertainment capital of the world. We have a world-class level entertainment and athletic and sports event here in Las Vegas. This year we had Formula One in 2023 was added, and my friends, they have a 10-year contract. That means they will be coming here for every year and everybody making money. Why that should not be you? Give me a call and let's talk about it. So this is the Formula One concourse events. We have a lot of beautiful investment. This is right now, you can see on the screen the Formula One, what it looked like, the arenas. And the whole strip was redone. These people came in, they built all that, and then when they left, they put everything back. It was absolutely amazing. So you can see on the screen, this is the Formula One Grand Prix tour. The roads, you can buy properties alongside of that. People made tons of money on the Formula One with rentals, whether it was a high-rise rental that you could watch the events from. Call me, I'll tell you which one was it, or other condo hotels. I am available to talk more about that. Now, this is our next great entertainment. Super Bowl is coming up, and guess what? Do you know how much rooms are for the Super Bowl? I mean, right now we have a Super Bowl coming up. Wynn Hotel has rooms for $2,500 a night. Aria has rooms for $1,500 a night. These are the people that are coming for Super Bowl, and this is their Allegiant Stadium for you. These are the kind of people who will need your services. These are the kind of people who will be going out, and then they will be renting out. Do you know how many people would love to rent apartment, house, room that doesn't cost $1,500? Well, that would be you with condo hotels. And that is the biggest secret. 30 billion plus under construction right now. Now, tell me, my friends, do you know how much research, how much analysis, how much strategy takes to put 30 plus billion in this economy, and you're still waiting and not buying property here? You are missing out, because you would be making money already and you're still waiting on the side. This is our new project Sphere that brings a lot of more entertainment and is part of that 40 million visitors a year. Everybody wants to come see the concert at Sphere, and that is a great another tourist attraction. Fontainebleau, of course, right here on the screen. Absolutely stunning property. The dining experiences, I'll be making another video because we went there and it was a phenomenal experience we had with good hospitality. And take a look at that. I mean, how amazing is this? This is another one of the projects, the Dream Hotel, that is currently under construction. Hard Rock Hotel also here on the screen. Also, they are talking about the Bright Line train that's coming up. This is your solar panels, another one of the biggest projects. Allegiant Stadium, and right here on the screen, Durango Hotel opened up. Again, every place opened up. That means more employment. That means more job opportunities. That means there's more people are needed. That means if you're looking for a job, this is the way. You can come here and find a job in these segments. And this is the end for our presentation. So, as I walked you through the economic growth of Las Vegas, that $30 billion projects are still on. The huge corporations and giant investing in this city, and there is absolutely no reason why that should not be you. So make sure to check it out, share with your friends, send this video to your partners, get together with people, find 3, 4, 5 people, buy that condo hotels, rent it out. Let's talk about it, because this is going to be the great opportunities for anyone. As we can see, the stats and historical data shows that the housing market keeps growing in the past 10 years, and it's a great hedge against inflation. It was Yelena Horton. It was my pleasure seeing you, my friends, and have a nice day.
Thanks for tuning in. To stay updated with our real estate advice, strategies, investor tips, and property tours, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. It's the best way to ensure you're always in the know.